Since this last shift from for professional wrestling mind fucking of stupid people from Biden to Trump, the military's amped up my chemical poisoning. You sure see it in my physical appearance. Trust me, I feel it more than you see it. It's pretty bad. This incredible moments caught on camera thing is just stupid. People doing stupid things and people filming it and then making money off of filming it and passing it around to distracted fucking morons is just, you should be ashamed of yourselves. They're too stupid to be ashamed of themselves. I know. I watched Big Bang Theory yesterday. Well, you want your mother's attention because you're an animal. Blah, 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 blah. No, a human being would be able to understand that his mom has different interests, and his mom would be bored shitless going to listen to him and other people that go on and on and on about their excessive brain activity, that it just drives her crazy, and she'd rather go do things that interest her more, like go look at old buildings where people get together and pray to kill the other group from their delusions in the sky. She'd rather do that kind of crazy shit, or go to the Hollywood Bowl or the Hollywood sign, or watch a bunch of people with make-believe money that get children raped to death all across the world, and people engaged in murder to do it. See it as an exciting movie they could go watch at the corner where people will take their hands and feet and put them in concrete and say, "Hey, I'm famous and I'm great at propaganda." You're great at propaganda. Isn't that an oxymoron? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you. Just so y'all know. You home alone? Okay. Keep the change, you filthy animals. Fucking crazy people, right? And so, when you have a person like that, someone that tortures animals and then studies the brain activity and then tries to justify bad brain activity in human beings because they try to quantify us as animals. When you have a human being, okay, that can sit there and be tortured like Al Hassan, no, take that back. It's not true. Life's eternal grace is infinite. I am the eternal spirit of the Father today, and none of the rest of you are. I'm the only one acting in the faith of Adam and Eve. No, you're not. That's not true. We're doing it. We're building a building that's tribal, and we're going to murder in the name of money. Yeah, we know. Ooh, is that Sistine Chapel? Ooh, wow. Look at that piece of artwork there. That's worth a lot of make-believe money there. Yee-hee, that's a Baroque. How Bernini of you, right? Fuckers are crazy. And then when you have art wars on who's right and the way that they perceive their finite delusions as worship. Should we be sad? Should we be happy? Should the angels be gold or should they be stone? Should there be gargoyles or should there be angels? Hallelujah. You be my bodyguard. I'll be your long-lost pal, right? But yeah, no, neuroscience is a thing of the past. Neuroscience is the torture of animals to justify trying to quantify human beings as animals and trying to eliminate any responsibility that human beings have to this planet and this gift of life by having faith in the glory of God instead of trying to eliminate the glory of God and replace it with Stephen Hawking's fucked up ego. Do you understand? It's raining again. Good. We need more of it. But, we'll see how that all works in the future. In the very near future, all those parking lots for mass money gridding are going to be eliminated and assigned to individual. They'll take them apart and assign them to individual housing units. So they provide energy to the individual housing unit and any outsourced energy because we have better consistent sunlight in the Southwest than they do like in Houston or someplace like that. A lot of that energy will be put on the old grids and sourced there. We'll use some of it. Yeah, we'll lose some of its, power in there, but we're not going to be doing a lot of excessive compulsive things. You're not going to be having big, huge factories building lots of boats and cars and shit like that. If we need a car, we have the factory to make sure that the car is built, and then we'll, and stuff like that. So, the things that we'll do and that we get done and stuff, we'll do what we got to do, And, if it needs to be done, we'll do it. If it doesn't need to be done, we're going to ask you, why do you think you need to do it? Well, I used to be a Formula One race car driver, and the memories I share with the Packer with, psychotic asshole that I share memories with in the past. Okay, well, you're not that psychotic asshole in the past anymore. Oh, so you mean I got to pull my head out? Yes, you got to pull your head out of your ass. Every time you have dreams about driving real fast, we'll pull your head out of your ass and we'll slap you insatiably until you stop thinking that way, you stupid pile of shit. You're not a pile of shit. You're the soul, not the flesh. Wham, 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 wham. Hi, I'm gorgeous. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Okay. So, when Megan Thee Stallion makes a video of an old, sick politician white guy that owned her relatives and fucked them, okay, she's just trying to honor the spirit of being one of the women that mass murdered 5,000 people that look like me to serve her and tell her she was a goddess in the sky. The more you're addicted to that kind of shit, and the more you go on about that kind of shit, remember when we used to dress like kings, conquer, is the more you are attached psychologically, physically, and emotionally to that sin. Okay? So the more you gravitate towards the Lord's Prayer, the more you are connected to me. Okay? The more you gravitate to fighting the other group because their sex cult is more disgusting than your sex cult, the more you're the woman king and the Wakanda forever, and the less you are, hey, holy, holy, holy Lord. I'm holy, holy Lord. He cusses people out. You bet your sorry fucking money grubbing pimp daddy Nash fucking jacking the hoe ass that I cuss you the fuck out, motherfuckers. Okay? It's the only way, you dirty, rotten, fucking pig stealing, dog raping piles of shit. Listen, hell yeah. Well, I got your major pain right here, motherfucker. There will never be institutions of genocide where you take people and indoctrinate them into genocidal activities for violent sex cult tribalism ever again. Okay, West Point, you have fucked yourself into the ground. Annapolis, all your boats have sank. And Air Force, you fly over and drop bombs on children one more time, you'll be known as John McCain's queef eternally. We'll just light your ass on fire every time you fart. Hey, it's the only way they wear it is to sear their ball sack, man. And their clitoris. Make sure she has hair on that vagina. Don't you try to shave it to keep from getting burnt every time you try to drop bombs on children that are in the other sex cult than you crazy fucking psychotic bitch. I don't like the way you talk about me. I don't like the way you live. If you lived faithfully and stood for Lord's Prayer with me, I wouldn't have to talk about you like you're murdering pile of shit that you are. Okay? Tell Bobby Schuller I said shut the fuck up and put down your glass church. Okay? You're just as dumb of a bastard as your old man and your grandpa. So I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. Yesterday telling Dad, you do know that's the reason why your granddaughter is plugged to a supercomputer is because of old Bobby Schuller family there. And they're gossiping because Val couldn't take all the bullshit. You have to stay with your Christian husband. What if your Christian husband is so verbally abusive that you want to shove his toothpaste to the back of his throat every time he talks to you in the morning? That's how abusive Bob Zinkus is. Zoe Saldana's like taking his toothbrush and going, here, you want a box of raisins? It's horrible, right? And Zoe Saldana can't get out of the way of her own ego. She can't walk up to her pretty long-haired husband, grab him by the balls and say, why aren't you standing up for Lord's Prayer? I'm a receiver and you're a transmitter. I'm acting like a bitch over money on TV. And you're the one putting children in my womb. Yeah. Okay, Nicole, talk to Keith. Okay. I don't think Tom Cruise is long dicking anybody in marriage right now, is he? But all the rest of you, all you women that are getting fucked by a person that does commercials for money with you, grab him by the balls, squeeze, and say, why aren't you like Ralph Earl Parsons Jr.? Why am I such a crazy money-gumming slutbag bitch on TV? Okay. And if it's two women licking each other's coochies, you have no excuse. You're your own transmitter and receiver. You need to stand up for the Lord's Prayer and say you want to do it like that young couple I met with the air conditioner aisle at Lowe's, right? Okay. The two young girls that were, the other young girl helped her financially protect her children from that leg lifter at the bar from Las Cruces. There's lots of leg lifters at the bars in Las Cruces in El Paso and Albuquerque. Tons of them. Yeah. The only reason they're nice to me at the store because they're afraid I'll rip their balls off and feed them to their dog. Really? That's what Rockefeller tells me, and no one's standing up publicly for the Lord's Prayer with me, so I believe him. Yeah, Papa said your Papa, the devil said that, and I believe him in it. Some. 'Cause it's a new Mother Nature taking over. It's a new splendid lady come to call. It's getting us all. Okay, you stand up publicly for the Lord's Prayer. You let everybody you know within speaking radius that you are now the body of Christ and want to live the Lord's Prayer forever and evermore. Otherwise, we're not going to safely assume that you're a pimp, daddy, Nash, child raping, fucking pig face bastard and bitch. We're going to know. Anywhere you go, my whole crew going to know, hey, baby, because I got a lot, right? I watch Kimmel. I watch the news. I watch TV. I don't see none of y'all standing up, Lord's Prayer is perfect now, Esta aquí hoy. I don't see nobody in NASA doing that. I don't see nobody doing that. You know, Elon Musk should be shouting it louder than everybody. He's got more money and technology to make sure that the world is safe, according to him, than any other person just about on the planet right now. He should be screaming the loudest, Lord's Prayer, Esta aquí, oi, 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 oi. Trump, if you know what's good for you, you better scream it at the top of your lungs too. It can't save you. Money can't save your kids or your wife. Okay? Lord's Prayer is eternal perfection. You need to get up, stand up. If you can't do that, even my cousins the Marleys aren't safe from their own sin. Even my own children and my own family isn't safe from their own sin. They are drowning in their own sin every day. They will watch their family members die in a hospital administration room, praying to an alter ego for NASA's space gods to save them with the right money, and vote for a murdering pervert to save them with the money that's not LGBT, but fighter plane money. They're sick as fuck. And old Bono, man, he'll go on stage and ask for more money to everybody listen to his ego moan and drone about how I wonder if I'm like Jesus or not. Instead of stand up and say, I think the Parsons fellow in New Mexico is the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, and I'm mentally and emotionally retarded asking for money every day. Yeah, that's a safe assessment. Okay. Is that Machu Picchu? Oh, it looks like it. I'm looking at pictures on my TV. They're called screensavers. Okay, but where does it say anything about the Lord's Prayer on there? Then it's not a screensaver. Okay? It's just a picture on a screen for fuckers that fight and kill over money. If you want a screensaver, it might as well, it has to be, you have to be living the Lord's Prayer, then put the picture on the screen. just so you know. All you neuroscientists out there and you physicists, you're fortunate I love you, and there's no such thing as luck. All right, peace. Well, I'm consistent, most significant. All right, peace. Well, hopefully this one loads in 9 minutes too. Well, this one's longer, so 13 minutes is, well,